Hello. Hello, so we are here in Baku. I am. This is my first vlog ever, so please bear with me. It's gonna be kind of experimental. If it doesn't work, I promise I'm never doing one again. I know this is not the way to start it, or like the face to start it with, but I'm gonna keep it real. So yeah, here we are. Look at that view. So anyways, I'll get ready and then we're gonna hit the streets and I'm gonna try to show you the city. I haven't been out yet, so we're gonna discover it together. So first I got my breakfast in the hotel. When traveling, I don't always have time or the chance to eat whenever I want, so it's important to fuel up before starting the day. And here, outfit check, I'm ready to go. Well, I hope that with all the hustle and bustle of the big city, you can hear me. Anyway, so I'm on my way to Highland Park now. It's supposed to be one of the main viewpoints here in the city of Baku. I was gonna do like a free walking tour at 11, but it got postponed. So meanwhile, let's check this place out. Oh, wait a second. Check this out. Those are the flame towers, which are supposed to be one of the main landmarks of Baku. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Like, look at this view. Like, this place is gorgeous. Plus the flame towers. I mean, I haven't seen much of the city yet, but so far I must say that I think it's so beautiful. Like, really. And it reminds me of any European capital city, to be honest, with some Soviet past, because you can see it in some of the buildings, or like, for example, in the presidential palace. But overall, like, I like it. I like Baku. It's a very nice place. So I came lured to this square by this music, thinking that it was a street performance because I love street performances, but it happens to just be a speaker. I mean, how about that? It's serving. But look. Yes. I'm in a traditional restaurant to try some local food. The place is amazing. It looks so beautiful. I will try to show it later, maybe. So let's try how the Azerbaijan food tastes like. Look at the table. Look at all the decoration, and it feels like you're like somewhere underground. Oh, spasiba. Bon appetit, doing what I love the most in this world, which is eating. Here I was definitely stoked. So that was fucking delicious. It reminded me a lot of a dish that I tried in Iran, which I loved. In fact, I would dare to say that it's pretty much the same thing, because literally the look and the taste was the same, but so tasty. And I paid for that plus the water plus service, like the equivalent of around 10 euros or 11, like, so fairly cheap too. And here are some night vibes of Baku. I personally love how many of the buildings are lit, with the lights shining up from each window or balcony. And we're on our way to our night plan, by the way. Okay, so now we're gonna see another side of Azerbaijan that you probably wouldn't expect. I'm a dancer. I dance salsa and bachata, like a social dancer basically. Whenever I travel, wherever in the world, I always go and try the salsa and bachata scene. So we're gonna do it tonight in Baku, and I'm gonna show you. So if you're a social dancer too, here's the place to go to in Baku, which is Premium Park Hotel. At the party, they played both salsa and bachata, and here they started doing a rueda. To be honest, not the best social I've been to, but at least they do have one. There were a few dancers who were very good though. And at the end of the night, when the party finished, they started dancing their traditional dance, I guess. That was pretty cool to witness. Well, hello, another day, another vlog. Yesterday, in the party that I showed you, like, I met a couple of guys from Colombia. And yeah, I just befriended them, and we ended up like going to like different bars, and then like a shisha place, and we were there until like around 5 a.m. I didn't record any of that because sorry, it still feels so weird to talk to the camera. Like, I feel like I'm talking alone. I don't know, it's awkward as hell. I guess I'll have to get used to it. I didn't record any of that, and maybe it would have been interesting because that's part of the essence of traveling, you know, like meeting other people, making friends, and ending up the night with them, doing different things. Like, that's what I love the most about traveling, actually. But yeah, this is why I suck at vlogging, because like I'm more focused on living the present and the moment, so I don't have time to pull out my camera and record. Like, yeah, that's why so far I've never documented any of my many trips, but I'm trying. By the way, today is surprisingly a very nice day. Like, I would say that it's not even cold and it's very sunny. Yesterday was windy as fuck, and I forgot to mention it, but it's because like Baku is known for that. It's supposed to be like the windy city of the east. Actually, Baku, like in Persian, like in Farsi language, like means something like windy, or I don't know. Like, it's like the crossroads of winds. Like, they come both from the south and the north, so they converge here and making it a super windy city. Yesterday was crazy. And now we're gonna enter in the old town of Baku. This is like the old walls. And here's the main gate. In the days of the Silk Road, a hammam stood at this very entrance, and travelers could only enter after burning their old clothes and having a good scrub, to avoid bringing any outside diseases into the old town. And right up there is the Maiden Tower. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a plexiglass barrier around the tower's observation deck to prevent suicides, because apparently that was a thing here and they had a few cases. And here we have the landmark of all landmarks of Baku. So initially it was believed that it dated back to the 12th century, like the rest of the old town, but some historians suggest that it has to be older because the stones used to build it are different in their chemical composition and their color to the ones used to build the surrounding city. So that suggests that it's older, and they believe that it actually dates back to the 4th century, like maybe it was built around the 4th, 5th century. And believe it or not, we don't even know what the purpose of this tower really was. Like, there's different theories. The one that is more widely accepted is that it was a Zoroastrian temple. So we will stick to that one. And by the way, like if we just turn around, we have like the Caspian Sea right there. In the Okay, so right now I'm kind of lost. Like, this is like a maze, and that made me remember yesterday during the free tour, like our tour guide explained to us that, I don't remember in which century, like they redesigned the old town and they did it with attackers and invaders like in mind. So they designed like the old town as a maze on purpose so that intruders would get lost and then locals could ambush them. I'm seeing it now firsthand because I don't know where I am. I don't know how to find the place that I want to go to, which is the palace. Yeah, I'm no tourist here whatsoever. So that means that I'm not on the right track. But I don't know. Finally, I'm out. Now we're on the way to the Fire Temple of Baku, which is one of the touristy things to do here, so let's see. One of the things I like the most about Azerbaijan is like how crazy cheap taxis are. Like right now I'm on a 20-kilometer trip or something like that, and I will pay like around 3 euros, maybe a little bit less. Like gas here is cheaper than water, like it's really crazy. There's only one place I've been to where gas is even cheaper than that, and therefore taxes, which is Iran, but still pretty good. And here we are at our destination. The Ateshgah Fire Temple is located in the outskirts of Baku, and it was built in the 17th century by Hindu and Zoroastrian traders who traveled along the famous Silk Road. Ateshgah was a place of worship for Zoroastrians, who believed in the power of fire as a symbol of purity and life. And in case you didn't know, Zoroastrianism is a pre-Islamic religion that originated in Persia. One of the most fascinating things about this temple is that it was built on top of a natural gas vent, which created an eternal flame. I mean, they refer to Azerbaijan as the land of fire for a reason, right? Nowadays, though, the fire in the altar is no longer fueled by the natural gas vent. Then I came to a bookstore to buy some books because, I mean, why not? Then I went for dinner at Vapiano, which in case you're not familiar with it, it's a franchise of restaurants where you can personalize your food. So basically you choose the type of pasta, ingredients, and sauce that you want. Like, I love this place. Some more night vibes. I love how this city looks like at night. So I just sat here to eat a banana while I watch the hustle and bustle of the big city. I love this, and it reminds me of my time living in Madrid when I would just sit down in the main square and just watch people walk and just contemplate life, you know, like it's amazing. It's something I love to do. And look at this. Hundreds of lives passing by. I'm such a big city girl. And my trip is over. I already left Azerbaijan and I'm now in Istanbul because I have a 5-hour layover here. So I used the opportunity to meet my good friend Mushtad. Here he is. This is his caravan. We will have breakfast together and then he will drop me off at the airport. So what do we have here? Turkish breakfast. Well, Turkish according to Mushtad, but I call it the Mushtad special breakfast. He would prepare this for me, like when we were traveling together in Georgia. Every morning he would wake up before me because I sleep too much. And then I would wake up and this breakfast would already be ready. Right?
That's true.
The cook. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit, with my dear.
Well, so now yeah, end of my trip. Here in Istanbul on my way to the airport, like he's gonna drop me off. It was at least nice to be able to stop here and meet up with Mushtad. Like, I'm so grateful for this stopover. And just like that, at the end, I'm not sure what I did here, but I hope you liked it. And if you did, I guess subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram or something, because I will probably create more content very soon since I have more trips coming up. So yeah, see you next!